My very first Power 10 rankings of the 2023 college volleyball season. If the first night of the season had anything to say about how this year is going to go, we are in for it. The reigning champs down by Long Beach and multiple other upsets. So that means we have a new number one team after the very first weekend. Wisconsin moves up to number one in my Power 10, pulled off a solid 4-set win over a top 15 team in Baylor and a sweep over TCU. The Badgers looked really complete, clicking well early and seemed to have all the pieces with little to no holes. Offense flowed, defense was lights out, so on, so forth, just really dominant. I have Stanford at a close second after 2 wins this opening weekend. Kendall Kipp with 21 kills in her debut, but this team has Florida and Texas coming up next week. I am so excited. Louisville at 3. The Cardinals showed out with a big win over Washington State. Anna DeVere, 17 kills and 17 digs. Such an elite passer. Loved seeing Charity Looper in the mix too. The new pieces seem to be flowing really well with the returning starters from last year's runner-up team. The Nebraska Huskers are up at number 4 for me. Started out the season with 3 sweeps. Got our first look at Harper Murray and Merritt Beeson in Husker Red this season, and looks like Bergen Riley was the answer for this offense. Not the toughest slates, but never dropped a set. Next, I struggled with where to put Texas after dropping its first match of the season to Long Beach State, but I flipped Minnesota and Texas probably 800 times in this 5-6 spot until finally deciding. But here's what I went with. Texas gets the 5 spot for now. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, mostly because they lost without their best player, Asia O'Neal. Minnesota, despite a really strong opening weekend, will land just 1 spot below them for now until they play head-to-head this week. It won't be long until this is all settled, but how about McKenna Wooker with 30 kills in the 2 wins for the Gophers? Next, Oregon. 2 big sweeps, including one over San Diego, hit over 420 against Northwestern. I like how the pieces are coming together on this team. Strong setter, Mimi Collier, Gabby Gonzalez, a great addition, Kara McGee, and a really strong libero too in Georgia Murphy. How about the Florida Gators? I mean, who could have expected that debut for the 2 freshmen, Kennedy Martin and Kira Hudson, 18 and 14 kills respectively over Penn State, and Martin 27 kills the next night. Alexis Stuckey spread it out beautifully, and Ellie McKissick hardly let anything hit the floor. Below Oregon though, because they were pushed to 5 the next night by South Florida, but they're 2-0 nonetheless. At number 9, hello BYU. The Cougars handedly took down Pitt in their season opener behind 19 kills and 11 digs from Aaron Livingston. Had to reward them for the head-to-head over Pitt in the 10th and final spot of my Power 10. You might remember though, the Panthers lost the first game of the 2022 season as well and still ended up at the national semifinals. But that's it for now on my first Power 10 rankings. Some great matchups coming up this week.